Hello everyone and welcome back to Niche, the tribe of Scorching Sand. And we are here on the Oasis Island with our tribe that's actually doing pretty well. We've got a lot of food. We have is this Barrier friendly? I think it's friendly. Yeah, it's friendly. We've got a lot of creatures here and we're very much working. Oh, we might, no, I don't really want to jump in the water right now. But we're very much working on just kind of expanding out around this island and developing our genetics. So we've got a fisher line as well as, I think, this is the fisher line here with the gills and the claws. And they've been doing pretty well here trying to get a lot of the fish from the water. Well, we haven't actually sent very many in. We have, I think Mirari was actually one we found. But we are going to be sending some of these guys into the water pretty soon here, and hopefully they won't have any issues because they'll be able to breathe under the water. So they may also end up being our defenders, even though they're a little bigger and a little slower, or a little stronger and a little slower, because they have, they are going to have the claws. So we shall see, we shall see. Let's go ahead and we'll start a new day though. And first things first, I'm going to fish. And, okay, the fish are gone that way. We'll see if any of them come back, because I kind of want, oh, there's one right there. Okay, let's look at our babies also and see. This black is very striking. I really like how it looks, but I think it's a little bit too harsh for this tribe. So let's look at who we've got here. I think we were going to start another nest as well, weren't we? So we have a DC, FD, and KC. So we don't have any females yet. Let's come over here. We'll breed. Were we breeding these guys to Kirta and Marara? Or we were breeding... No, we were breeding these guys. Okay. So we could breed and then nest. We don't have any birds or anything, and I don't know if they show up on this island, so I don't think it'll be a problem to leave the baby alone. And then we have a Morocco who actually does not have the poison fangs, but who has KD. So I think, weren't we going to see CA, CD, no. We weren't going to breed these guys, were we? KD, CD. No, we needed to keep looking, huh? And to keep breeding and try and get these guys. Oops, that was not what I meant to do. Alright, let's come over here. And we'll breed. We'll make the nest again the next time. And let's follow the fish. They only seem to move when the creatures in the water are moving. We've got our friendly Barrier there. And then we've got this place over there. I'll go there in just a second. Sequoise was going to make her way this way. But we've got this area here, which is basically the goal of it, is to constantly be having babies because we need to have creatures who are going to be going out and gathering. So let's see, we're going to send Rokir out, and we can hop over here. We can go all the way up here. These guys can move, my goodness. They are very, very fast. So that is one of their greatest strengths, is although they are able to fight, they can also sprint out of danger very quickly should they need to. And that's going to be a big benefit to them, I think. So let's see. Lala's going to keep moving because she's not quite able to, jump back and forth yet. And then Rico is going to continue to gather. And I think she's already pregnant. I think that's mostly everyone for this turn, isn't it? Everybody's pregnant who needs to be. Alright. Oh boy. We have danger right there. Okay, so we will come address that momentarily. Let's come over here, fish a couple of times. And I think the creatures do better underwater if they're not moving up and down height. I think that's when they start taking damage, I believe. So let's move out here. Let's come over here, breed, put her in the nest, and have her gather this berry. And let's see, so we have Nukir. We also had, okay, FB. What ones do we have? We have KD, CF, and BD. Yeah, so we need to try and get all of those. So ideally I want one male and 2 females. So KC, FB, that could work, possibly. So we're getting some potentials here. Let's come over here. We're going to keep breeding. Are we able to eliminate anybody? DC, KC, FB. We actually have the exact opposite of what we want right there. So still potential, but also not the greatest possibility. So let's move Morocco right here. We'll come over. I'm going to breed these guys again. Oh, and she is now out of moves. So Vanta, KA, KD. Yeah, I don't think we have any good creatures here yet. At least pairs. Oh, hey, did we gather there last time? I don't know if we did or not. Let's keep moving. And then these guys are going to have to stand and fight because this is near a nest area. That's when we're going to have problems. So basically these guys are going to keep going. So we'll put her here. Oops. And we'll breed. And these guys will take on that Barrina. We're going to see a lot of damage, I'm sure. But it's going to be a necessary problem. And this is the friendly one. So this, what does that mean? That means it's tamed. Okay. I wonder if they'll add other tameable creatures in the future. That'd be kind of interesting. We also have Nuta, who's been a cactus collector, I think. Let's continue onward this way. We're going to clear some of this grass out as we send them this way. And here is some more berries here, so that's good. Basically, we want to have creatures all the way around collecting, although we're not getting as much food as we need to be. It's definitely going down. So we have Rocco and Taro are getting older. So let's see. DK, CK. Do we have DF, DK? We're going to be looking, we're going to start looking for heirs now, basically. Oh, okay. Let's get her back in the nest. Let's gather. Come over here, we'll gather. Someone else needs to gather as well. And we need to gather here. I think we may also, at some point here, move on to a new island. We're also breeding quite frantically at this point. So let's see. DCFB. I don't think there's going to be a male that would match for both. So let's see. We have B represented. We're going to see. Oh, yeah, we have a male here, too. CD, FB, and F. If we had FK, we could probably do that. I'm going to keep breeding both of them, though. And then we're just going to deal with the food loss at first here, and then when we figure out what our next breeding group is going to be, because I have a feeling I ideally want it to be just 3 creatures that'll be breeding, where we have 2 females and 1 male. Then that'll be a little bit a little easier to handle. Okay, we have Verina. We've got to keep attacking. And let's move over here. Come over here, we'll breed. We'll also gather here. Masira, I'm going to have gather. And then I think we might be able to... Oh, no, we didn't. So hopefully it doesn't hurt Taro too badly. So let's look at Masira as well. D and K. C and F. Okay, we actually have our next breeding pair right here. So that'll be good. Let's make sure we gather, and then we'll pop over here. And we'll make sure we're gathering here. Oh, we managed to get that root. That's good. We're going to do some cactus collecting, but we're going to try not to do too much if we can help it. I believe there might be another one here. There is another one here. Good. I thought there probably was. So let's clear out some of this area. We're going to continue to explore this way. Oh, here is another berry bush. Okay, berry bushes are very good. We want to be finding more of those. So let's start new day. Okay, the Barrina is dead. Thankfully, Taro didn't take damage, but we don't even need for him to still be here. But, like, we don't need for these guys to keep breeding. We'll probably have them end up being cactus collectors for a while there, because we know we're not going to be breeding them. So let's see, Von Kuro and Masira. So we're going to have pink and blue, and pink, Von Cure. Ooh, Von Cure's in a bit of trouble, so we're going to have him. He'll probably end up being a cactus collector as well, just because he's already injured. Let's make sure we gather from here. And we'll gather from this one. And then we'll hop over here and gather. Gather from here a couple of times. We'll have Nuta. Oh, Nuta just passed away from gathering. And we'll make sure we're coming this way and clearing a path as well. And at some point I will move these guys off to the burning savanna. I just want to get our genetics a little more sorted out. Oh shoot! Yeah, that is when they take damage. Okay, so we had another female born. So KF could breed with CD, and then FB. KF, FB, CD. We have our pair. So this is, or not our pair, I guess it's a trio. So this will be our blue group. We're going to keep them all here. They'll be the alphas. And the rest of these guys, I'm going to send this way. Let's gather from here. Oh, there's another creature there as well. Let's see. Von. Okay, we're going to gather from here carefully. I'm going to destroy this nest, I think, and then we're going to start sending creatures this way. Let's send Von up here. I'm going to move over here. We also had another female with CD born, so we're not gonna breed there. We're gonna have her gather some of the cactus. I'm gonna move her here just to help protect the babies, and then Kutata can come this way. And we have C and A male. CA KD. Okay, we have our next fishing pair. So I'm gonna stop breeding these guys, and I'm gonna send. Well, she doesn't have a fishing tail, so we're not gonna send her into the water, but we'll maybe have her be a cactus collector because we do start to need more of them. The rest of these guys who aren't gonna be breeding are gonna go in the water and start fishing. So it was a Morocco and a Nukir. We'll leave them here for now, but the rest of these guys are going to start heading off into the water. And let's see, we can gather some of this. We'll make sure we gather around here. And I'm going to have Sequoias aptly appear to help, and to help with all this gathering, because we've got a lot of extra food there. Let's move Ronukir here, because we want to protect him. And Kukir, Kukir can help fish along the sides cautiously. Alright. So let's leave these guys close by. And I'm going to have Kirnu. Kirnu is... Okay, I don't know. Unfortunately, we are starting to lose the poison fangs, so I think we'll probably... Okay, let's look at the mutation menu real fast, because that's something I forgot to do. So we need the fishing tail in, for sure, because we're losing that. But we have water body doubled up. The other thing we don't have doubled up is going to be poison fangs. So we want to get those back in. I think... Is this... Do we not actually have them unlocked here? Oh my goodness, this is the one tribe where we don't actually have them unlocked. So hopefully that will work out okay. We could always switch them off of having poison fangs, I guess, to have them have the water breathing head instead, and then have them go back to lean body so they can move better. But we'll see. So we need to get water body in. We also don't have full antlers. So water body's here. But the antlers we can't mutate in. Oops, I clicked the wrong button. And what I'm going to start doing too is we're going to work on gray body here. So where is the gray coloration? Or we've got, gray is actually a combination, huh? Let's work on, we're going to work on we'll go to white for now because that'll work. We can start breeding in the black eventually as well. So let's see. We'll go ahead and start a new day. Oh my gosh, okay. Nuclear is going to be, oops, he should be orange. I almost want to switch orange. You know what, I'm going to switch orange and blue because orange makes more sense for savanna and blue makes more sense for water. So these guys will go to orange and orange. And was it Seco? No, it was, who was it? We had these guys. Was it Seco? It might have been. DC, no. CD, no, it was Rila, okay. So we'll move, I'm going to move these guys here, have them gather around. We'll gather and then go gather around. And so some of these guys, so these are our breeding creatures. Let's put a Mei here, because she's got the most attack strength. Let's make sure we gather as well. We don't want to lose out on gathering. Are we able to hop over there? No, we're not. Let's hop this way, because then I think, or also if we move someone this way, no, we're not going to be able to get around there that easily. Let's scoot this way, because I think, okay, no, but we can come over here. Who's that? That's a rogue. Great. Okay, this Barina should die in another hit. Oh, that's not good. Alright, let's come gather the meat. And we'll befriend the Barina there. So we've got our breeding pair for the blue here. We'll move this way. Oh, he just passed away. Cocoana can come gather from the cactus as well. We've got our group here. Seco is going to go on a cactus collector because she's not one of our breeding creatures. We've got the right ones, right? FB, CD, KF, CD. Okay, we should be good. So let's also have these guys head into the water. We'll come down this way. We can start fishing. And Avanta can also come into the water and start fishing. The rest of these guys are going to kind of explore this way. We're going to try and keep this area on the way to the burning savanna ports pretty clear, because at some point we may end up going to the burning savanna. I'd like to not just stay on the same island forever and ever, but I do want to get our genetics pretty sorted out before we move on. Let's continue to gather. And Sequoias can come help. We'll have our, okay, Taro can jump in and start fishing. And these guys are going to be our new breeding pair here. Kearney will move this way. These guys will stay close. Anara can come gather here. We'll have a Rocco. Oh, she just passed away. Okay. And remember, you guys, cactus collectors are no less important than any other of our creatures. They just happen to have a more dangerous job. So keep that in mind. They're no less important. They just have to deal with a little bit more danger for the good of the tribe. So let's come over. I think that's pretty much everyone. So we'll go ahead and start a new day. That rogue male is causing so much irritation. I can't even. I just don't like him around here breeding with our females. It's really annoying. We're actually, oh, we've actually joined up now with the other group as well, so that's really good. And let's make sure we're gathering here. We can kind of inch our way around and gather some grass too. I think there's another berry bush right here, yes. And we should be able, I'm not going to have Von Cure be the sole gatherer. I'm actually going to bring him over here, and we'll have him gather from the cactus because his life is almost over anyway. Let's fish. And we can fish. And we'll keep moving this way. Swim this way. Keep moving here. That clown koi could be something we'll want to grab at some point. Let's gather. And Rila will stick around as well. The rest of these guys, okay, Seiko is a cactus collector. I'm going to move her off to that side so we don't get her confused with our breeding creatures. Corilla is going to come this way and I think also be a cactus collector because we do need to keep our food up. We are up to 100 again, which is really, really good. But we don't want to get, we don't want it to risk it dropping really low again. Okay, May is going to be an actual fisher. And so we'll head her this way towards the water. And let's see, I kind of want to keep this Berryina contained because we might want to try and breed those genetics into the family at some point. Let's come this way and then we'll see if we can get him to step towards the cactus here, because if we can, then we can kind of corner him there and that'll be helpful. So let's gather here. And we'll make sure we're gathering. Come over there. Make sure we're gathering here. And these guys are going to set out this way and start moving to replace some of our gatherers here that are dying off. Basically, the job of this nest is to constantly keep breeding so that we always have new gatherers to keep food coming in, because we have to fill the entire rim of the island and we're going to have gatherers die out should we, oh, okay, I guess he's staying there. We're going to have gatherers that die out if we fail to keep it supplied. Alright, let's come over here. We can come fish here. There is quite a bounty to be had by fishing. Oh no, we have someone who does not have water body. That's not really a good thing. Let's continue to explore around here. Oh, here's another berry bush. We're quite close to the ports here, so we might want to venture this way soon because we do have breeding pairs. And you know what? We've basically conquered this whole island, I think. So I think I might actually start bringing our breeding pairs. Now, it's not going to make that much sense with these guys because they're a fishing line. And so we're not going to end up actually having them fish. But we need to preserve their line. I kind of do want to try for life on the burning savanna again. And if worse comes to worse, we can keep a fishing line going, but end up having them be cactus collectors or something just to keep the line in the family. So let's keep these guys heading out and we'll send them off this way. And then I'm going to send this group off as well. We'll get everybody moved out this way. We'll move up here. I'm not going to gather from that berry bush with them. So we're just going to send these 5, specifically just these 5, to the next island here. And we'll have Seiko come and gather from this bush. Because you know what? You get complacent when you stay on one island. You get settled in your ways. And it's not quite as fun. It can be really, it can be dangerous to venture out to other islands, but it's not as fun to stay in the same one all the time. It's much more interesting. That's a friendly one, right? Yeah. It's much more interesting when you end up taking some chances, when you go out to explore, you set out to find a new world, and to just see what the world has in store for you. So, while it might not be the safe option, we've also got a lot of food at the moment, and with 5 creatures, it'll take us a while to burn through that. So, I think we're going to send our creatures off here in pretty short order. So once we get everyone on, so we have Race. Race will be our first creature on. Morocco can make it. That is good. I'm not going to put her right in front of it. And then there's Nukir. Nukir will not be able to make it this time. And Ronukir should be able to make it. And we can get these guys up here. And then Rila can make it, but we are still waiting on one more creature. So we're going to probably do quite a bit of cactus collecting here leading up to it, because we want to make sure we have as much food as we possibly can so that we don't starve the moment we get there. Well, okay, that's not going to happen anyway, but we just want to be extra careful about it. And we're not going to fight the Berryinas because we did befriend them. It just feels kind of traitorous if we're gonna, if we would just then suddenly turn on them. Is Kirnu the one who's supposed to be coming? DC, CA, KD. No, okay. I was concerned for a moment. Let's come over here. We'll make sure we're gathering from these. And we'll make sure we're gathering here. We'll have some of these guys continue to pursue the fish. Because fish are a very good source of food here. That will be one thing we unfortunately will lose access to. We won't be able to have the fish anymore. Oh, it seems like you mostly take damage when you're going up. But we will still keep working on our fishing genetics because I expect we will come back to an oasis at some point in the near future here. And so it'll still be very important for us to keep those genetics in the family here. So we'll go ahead and start one more day in a moment once we finished up with this. There we go. And we'll try and chop down some of these just to get that extra little bit of food if we can. Nope, we'll have Anara gather some here and try and dig. And I think we're going to go ahead, we'll start a new, well, let's try, okay, there's not really a good place to gather from that one. Alright, let's try and gather from here. And we'll try and chop it down. Actually, what we'll do is, I think these guys are strong enough to chop it down. No, they're actually not. Okay, never mind that then. Let's gather from here. Oh, and there is another berry bush up here that we've been neglecting a bit. And we have Nuke here, who will come and make his way down onto the ports. I'm going to get everybody as far forward as we can, just to make sure no one gets left behind. They shouldn't, but I had a creature get left behind once that I thought was supposed to come, and so I really don't want to risk it. So we have our land creatures are the orange ones, and our sea-based creatures are the blue ones. We'll try and gather some of these again. Continue to try and gather just as much as we possibly can here. We don't want to lose out on any potential food over the course of this. So we're going to need a lot, and we should start out with quite a bit, just making our way that way. I think, yes, there is another berry bush right there. Let's see. Oh, there's a young creature here. She took some of our food, which is not so good. We can try and get the clown koi. We don't seem to... Oh, did we get one? I think we got one. We can fish here. We can try and fish there. That was much less successful. Let's see if we can make it this way. And we'll see. I don't think there's that much a lot of these guys can do. I'm kind of watching to see... Oh, there's a clown koi right here. And unfortunately no fish seem to be coming over to them. We can gather some there, though. And we can gather up... I think that was a dead clown koi. We'll also gather from there. We'll gather from here. And we'll try and dig, but we didn't succeed. And I think that's about it. So we're going to go ahead... Oh, no, we had these as well. Excuse me. We can gather from there and destroy that one, and then we'll try and destroy this. Didn't actually work. Okay, let's gather this for some extra nesting material. And then, yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and move on. We've used up the moves of pretty much all the creatures we have here. There's not really much more any of them can do. So I think we're going to send these guys off to the next island, and they should all come. They're all on the ports. So let's send them off, and we're going to head back to the burning savanna and see if we can conquer that island as well. Now, again, we will try and keep our fishing genetics in the family if we can. We do not have another savanna port, so we're going to have to journey to get to one. But, we want to make sure, oh yeah, and I'm going to just real quick do the smart thing here and breed these guys before we begin, so that we can start off well. There's not going to be leeches on this island. Oh, let's make sure we breed. Oh, we did breed these guys already. And let's move this way, so that way if we do have to If we do have to emergency anything, we should be good to just pop a creature into the nest. And so now what we have to do is pretty quickly here, we want to find some food. We got to try and find a food source before the fires start. We technically could be using our sense of smell a bit more because we have some creatures that aren't poison fangs. So we're going to try our best to find some food here. How are these guys doing on age? Not super old. No one's super old. No one's super old. So I'll probably try and keep them sort of close to this area because we want to be able to flee there if we need to. That's probably where we're going to move first, because if things go catastrophically wrong, I don't want this to be the end of our tribe. I want us to have an out. And also, breeding our creatures right off the bat will ensure that our females will have protection in case any rogue males show up, as they are known to do on this sort of island. There are plenty of nests all around, and there is also we also have a lot of nesting material. Ah, here we go. Here's one of the first nests we've actually found on this island, or not nests, the first normal berry bush we've actually found. So let's keep these guys moving this way. We're going to kind of stick around near this, and we'll go ahead and wrap up the episode soon here. I just want to get a little ways into this island. Don't see any fire starting, so that's good. Some of our creatures are hot, so we need to be kind of cautious about that. We've got another berry bush. This seems to be a pretty good area. Let's explore around, see if we can find anything more. We also, having our fishing creatures will give us some nice strong creatures in case catastrophe happens. And you know what? Honestly, I kind of want to, when we get through with this round of breeding, I kind of want to take their poison fangs, not that either of them actually has poison fangs at this point, but I kind of want to get rid of the poison fangs for them in favor of having, the head, the swimming head. We have that, right? We can put that in. Let's look at somebody whose mutation menu is available. We do have the gills, so that'll give us 2 underwater breathing, and it would enable, it would take away their poison fang ability, but they don't have it anyway, but it would enable us to give them a lean body, which would give them extra movement. So let's also look at these guys. So we've got the beige fur, which is what we were looking for. We've actually got beige fur on all but Race, and Race is otherwise genetically fine, except we do want to get her the fishing tail. So what we're going to do is we're going to give her beige fur, and right here, and we're going to give her the fishing tail, just because that way if they happen to be sitting on the edge of the shore, they'll have something they can grab for the fish with. They could kind of dangle their tail in the water and fish something out with it. Same with Ronak here, we want to give him the fishing tail as well. And he already has the beige fur, so what we're going to start doing then, we'll get the fishing tail in, and then he has mask, right? He has no pattern, so we want to try and get the mask in, because these guys are going to have little masks at some point. And then we have a Rila, who does not have fishing tail, but does have the mask and does have the beige fur. So what we're going to start doing, we'll give her the fishing tail, but what we're going to start doing is I think we're going to go with the brown pattern, because I think that'll be a little bit less striking. And while I do really like the looks of the black, it doesn't really aid their camouflage. Something like this is a lot nicer if you think about trying to blend in. So something like that would look a lot better, I think. We'll go ahead and we'll start a new day. And any fires? No. So there's no fires starting just yet, which is a very good thing, because once they do, things tend to get fast and furious. And we're going to keep an eye on the ages, because I don't want anybody getting too old. And, oh my goodness, all of a sudden we have to breed them. Let's start another new day. We can put someone right in the middle of those berry bushes. But yeah, the last thing, did I just see smoke? No. I thought I saw fire starting like right here, and I kind of panicked a little bit. But no, we seem to be fine. Let's come sit here, and we'll gather, and then we're going to make sure we keep this pathway clear. We are losing food a little bit, but I think once we have all these berry bushes, we should be okay. Although, no, we only get 1 berry from each bush, don't we? So we're going to make sure that we're going to have to make sure that we're gathering all of them, and we're still going to have to try and find at least one more to sustain the population. And let's start one more new day. Oh, was that a fire? That is a fire starting. Okay. So we've got one fire starting, but it's far across the island. Alright. So, what? Is that a rogue? That's a rogue, isn't it? There's also a creature here that might try and steal our food. Yeah, okay, who is this? This is Malala. She has CNG, so it's the rogue that's sick. And she might be going towards some other food source here, so we might want to keep an eye on her. I'm going to gather some of this up. I'm gonna start having these guys nest, because I think this is going to be important. We'll have Morocco step over here. We're going to attack because that rogue male has possibly the worst genetics I've seen in a long time. Yeah, that's really bad. He does have E immunity, which is at least good. If he gets my creature sick, I will not be happy. But let's attack. Okay, he's dead. Let's gather here. We'll come up here. We'll gather. Where our food is still going to go down. So let's step to one side here. And then... Oh, we can't breed her now, though. So let's have Morocco come here and nest. And then we'll come up here, we'll breed these guys. And I'll start one last day, just because we've already gone a bit over time. Is it raining? No. There's also Barrina. There's a fire there. There's a fire there. That is what concerns me the most. That fire right there. There's also Barrina somewhere. Okay, up there. So... Barrina should not be able to reach any of our creatures on this turn. Let's move Malacco up here. We'll come over. I'm going to gather here just to kind of help out. And then we'll scoot Lana this way. We'll have Rila pop over here, breed, and then pop back to the nest. Let's make sure we gather here. And then we'll breed these guys again. Because everybody's starting to get a little bit older and we need to get a move on that. So I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up the episode here for today, though. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.